Hello there, beautiful people. This is Nathaniel with the Fat Stacks Academy, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm making at least $6,500 with these credit cards in 2025. I'm going to break down my full strategy for each of the 10 cards and show you how I'm optimizing them to make thousands of extra dollars this year, and just talk a little bit about my strategy for the year. If you're new here, it's our goal to take as much money from the bank as possible. Let's jump right into it with card number 1, the American Express Gold Card. I got this card in December of last year on a no lifetime language link, and it is actually my first American Express personal card, even though I've made a lot of money with their business cards up to this point. I pretty much just got this card for the sign-up bonus, and let's just break down how much I expect to make from the card this year on the chalkboard. So the offer I got on this card was for 100,000 membership rewards points when I spend $6,000 in the first 6 months of card membership. I should be able to hit that in the next couple of months here. Most of my grocery spend is at other places like Walmart and Costco, but for the ones that I can code at like some of my local grocery stores, I spent around $3,000 in that spend. I calculated that I'd be earning 13,676 membership rewards points, and I plan on making this my dining card for most of the year, unless I find another card that I'm working on another sign-up bonus. Last year I spent a little over 3,600 on dining, so I anticipate at 4x back getting about 13,645 membership rewards points in 2025. And then just to hit that minimum spend of 6,000 membership rewards points in the first 6 months, I do think I'm going to have to put about $2,000 of miscellaneous spend that's just at 1x back. So that'll be worth about 2,000 membership rewards points or $20. And then I did get 2 really powerful Amex offers recently. One of them is for $20 back if I pay for my car insurance, and the other one is for $5 back if I pay for my internet bill for the next 4 months, for a total of $20. So that's $40 I'm going to be getting easily on this card in that period of time. This card also has a $10 a month Uber credit and a $10 a month dining credit, totaling $240 between both of those credits. I checked most of the restaurants I won't be able to use with this card, but I do think I'll be able to Uber at least twice this year between my wife and I, and think I'll at least get $20 out of that $240 credit. There's also a $100 Resi credit that I don't think I'm going to use this year. There's one restaurant on the island I live on that is a Resi restaurant, and it's very expensive. I don't know, even with the $50 credit, if we'll make it there. So with this card, there's a $325 annual fee. If you add all of the membership rewards points, assuming they're at 1 cent per point, and you add those credits together, I'll be getting a total value of $1,028.21 in 2025. And card number 2 that I'll be getting a lot of value in 2025 is this Amazon Prime Visa card. This one is pretty straightforward. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon for my household, and this card gets me 5x back on it. There are a ton of other benefits and rewards multipliers on this card. I did a whole video on the card after having it for 8 years. You can check that out. I'll leave it in the description, and there'll be a card above. But for me, we'll go to the chalkboard, and I'm just going to base how much I think I'll make on this card based on what I spent last year. Last year, I spent a total of $5,628 on Amazon. I don't anticipate that going up or down too much based on my family's habits. So at 5% back, I'll be getting a total value of $281.41. The next card I'll be making a lot of money on this year is the US Bank Altitude Reserve. I got this card right before they closed applications in November of last year. I wasn't planning on getting it anytime soon, but when I saw they were going to cancel it, I jumped right on it because this was in my kind of end game credit card setup for one main reason, and that is Costco. And I'll explain a little bit about that once I get to the whiteboard here. So I signed up in November. So for the sign up bonus on this card, I already got this just a couple days ago, $50,000 for spending $4,500 in the first 3 months of membership. And the main reason I got this card is because I spend so much at Costco, and I wanted a long-term card that will get me a lot of value there. The reason why this is the perfect card for me is because this is a Visa card, and because of their digital wallet spend that gets you 3x back on all mobile wallet purchases, and Costco accepts Apple Pay. That gets me 3x altitude points for every dollar I spend at Costco. To hit that sign up bonus, I had about $1,500 worth of miscellaneous spend. So that got me just 1x back and about 1,500 points. And with all of these points I'm earning with the US Bank Altitude Reserve, the superpower it has is real-time rewards, which allows you to cash out those points at 1.5x back. They just send you a text for each eligible transaction, which are in the travel category, whether it's rideshare, flights, or things of that nature. And I do have some travel I plan on paying for cash later in the year that I think I'll be able to max out these points on. So I value all of the spend I'm doing at Costco and these extra points that I got at 1.5x. So at 1.5x for all that spend, you've got $750 from the sign-up bonus, $606 from how much I'll be spending at Costco, which is a little over $13,000, and then $2,250 from the miscellaneous spend. This card also has a $325 dining credit that I'll probably be finishing using in the next couple of months. And then you have to subtract a $400 annual fee for this card, which is really easy to justify. And with all of that put together, this card will be making me $1,303.97 in 2025 if my spending is about the same as last year. The next card that's making me some money in 2025 is the American Express Business Platinum card. I actually didn't think it would make me any money this year. I got this card in December of 2023, and I thought the annual fee would have posted before I'd be able to use some of the credits, but it still hasn't posted yet. So I went ahead and I used my Dell credit and my airline fee credit. So the American Express Business Platinum card has a ton of features and benefits, lounge access, insane travel protection status with everything else. There are probably hundreds of videos uploaded about this card daily if you want more information about it. For me, I kind of just got this card for the sign-up bonus, and I do plan on canceling it when that annual fee hits, or I'm going to downgrade it to something else. But I was just able to cash out the Dell credit for some technology I'm actually using for this channel that I'm excited to use soon. I just used the airline fee credit of $200 by replenishing my United Airlines travel bank. And then the $695 annual fee I will not be paying because I'm canceling the card. So the total value I'll actually get from this card is $400 before I cancel it in the next week to 10 days or so here. All right, and the fifth card I'll be making a lot of money on this year is my second Blue Business Plus card. I got this card in mid-2023, and then just a couple of months ago, American Express sent me a sign-up offer with no lifetime language in my Amex account for 25,000 membership rewards points if I could spend $6,000 in the following 4 months. And I went ahead and got it. If you didn't see my video last year, I was able to turn that card into a 5X Plus catch-all card, and I plan on doing the same for 2025 with this card. And when I did the math, it was actually insane. It's actually closer to a 7X catch-all card. If you want a video on that, let me know. I'll do kind of a repeat that explains the strategy behind it. But let's go ahead and go to the whiteboard to explain kind of how everything works with this card and how I'll be getting some money. So the sign-up bonus, I'll be getting 25,000 membership rewards points. I actually just hit that bonus recently. I value membership rewards points at 1 cent per point conservatively, but I often do get more value with that with travel. But conservatively, we'll say it's worth $250. I plan on putting about $15,000 worth of spend on this card because it will be my effective catch-all card, and I have some big expenses like childcare. I was approved with a pretty high limit on this card, and even if I wasn't, I have a lot of credit limit with some of my other Amex cards that I could transfer over. But I think within the first 6 months of having this card, I'll be spending about $15,000. So at $15,000 spent with 2x back on the Blue Business Plus, I'll be making an extra 30,000 membership rewards points for $300. And then I'm also going to be taking advantage of the 0% introductory APR offer. I'll post a video in the description that kind of explains the strategy with using that. But basically, because this is a business card and it's verified that it does not report to personal credit, since it offers that 0% period, I basically just carry a balance as long as I can while making the minimum payment, which is around 1% of the balance each month, and just leave that money that I would otherwise use to pay off the card in my high yield savings account that's currently getting me 4.5%. I just did the spreadsheet recently just to kind of give me an estimate of how much that will make me in interest in my high yield savings account. and I anticipate it making me about $513.75 in 2025. So between the sign-up bonus, the spending, and the 0% APR, I plan on getting about $1,063.75 from this $0 annual fee credit card. It's one of my favorite cards. I hope Amex just keeps letting me get a new one every single year. All right, the next card I'll be making a lot of money on is one I have not received the physical card yet. I applied for it about 2 weeks ago. There's been some issues in the mail, but I have been approved for the Wells Fargo Signify cash card with a $12,000 limit for my painting business. We'll head over to the whiteboard to talk about it a little bit. So this card will be making me quite a bit of money this year because I'll be using that 0% APR strategy like I just talked about with the Blue Business Plus on top of a pretty hefty sign-up bonus. The reason I got a separate 0% APR card for my painting business is because I've been really working to separate my finances recently, because there are a lot of advantages to business cards if you just solely use them for one business that I plan on making a video on soon. There's a lot of kind of tax benefits you can get from that. But with this card, I did approve for the $500 sign-up bonus when I spend $5,000 in the first 3 months of card membership. I plan on putting about $11,000 in spend on this card in the next 3 to 4 months. At 2x back with this card, because it is a 2x cashback MasterCard. I'll be getting another $220 on that $11,000 in spend. And I'm going to be leveraging that 0% introductory APR offer that this card also has for new card members. And with that $11,000, I put it in the spreadsheet. It'll be making me about an extra $438.75 in interest. And that'll bring my total value for 2025 from this card. I'm anticipating to make about $1,158 from this one card. I'll see if it's in the cards in the future to get another catch-all card for my business, because I really do love making a lot of money on these 0% offers and these sign-up bonuses. But it'll just depend on my credit profile and what my credit goals are once I get a little more clarity on that come March. Right now, I'm kind of waiting to see where interest rates are going to go, because there's a chance it might make sense to refinance my mortgage. And if that's the case, I'm going to be slowing down a lot of credit card applications, which is why I really optimized and got as many cards as I could towards the end of 2024 to make sure no matter what, I'll still be getting a good amount of value this year. All right, and the next card, also for my painting business, is the Amazon Business Prime card. I got this card a few years ago now. The main reason was just for a $200 gift card at the time, and it also just gets 5% back on all my Amazon purchases for my business, and I wanted to separate those transactions to make accounting and bookkeeping a lot easier. So pretty straightforward card. I went ahead and pulled up how much I spent in 2024 on this card, which was $3,385.12 on my business spend. This card getting 5% back will get me another $169.25. No other real perks and benefits unless there's some sort of Amex offer on this card. But just a nice little bit of value to get while helping my bookkeeping out a little bit. All right, card number 8. The next card I'll be talking about is another one I got mid last year for my painting business, and that is the US Bank Triple Cash card. I'm not actually going to be using this a lot this year, but when I got the card, it had a 15-month introductory APR period, which is where the bulk of this money is coming from. I do have one recurring expense on this card, which is just my QuickBooks subscription. It's about $89 a month. By the end of the year, it'll get me about $10.68 worth of cash back, because that's only a 1X category. The reason why I put that on there, though, is because this card has a $100 software credit if you use your online accounting software and pay for it with this card. So that'll be getting me another $100 in a statement value, in a statement credit. And then I do have about $9,600 still on this card that is in that 0% APR period until August of 2025. In that period of time, I'm anticipating to be making about $432 in interest in my high yield savings account before I remove that money to pay off this card in full, so I'm not paying a bunch of interest on it. Like I said, with the other few 0% APR cards, the reason why this makes sense is because this card does not report to my personal credit report, and even though there is a high balance showing high utilization, it does not affect me from getting other cards in the future, at least on my personal side of things. So For 2025, even though this card is only used for one transaction every single month of about $100, I'll still be getting about $532.68 worth of value from it. So I thought it'd be worth mentioning in this video. All right, and cards number 9 and 10, I'm just going to lump together because it's just really quick how I'm getting value out of these two cards in 2025. And that is the Chase Ink Cash and Chase Ink Unlimited. I don't have any major spend I'm planning to put on these cards, but they do have a high balance from last year. And I will be making some interest on that by waiting to pay them off. So the Chase Ink Cash, I'll have to pay off in June of this year, based on a $12,600 balance or so at 4.5% APY for those few months. I'm anticipating to be getting about $236 worth of interest into my high yield savings account. And then the same thing for the Ink Unlimited. Balance is about $12,000. And I have until September of next year to pay that off. So that'll be getting me a little bit more. So just over $600 and change for both of these cards for 2025 because of that 0% introductory APR offer. All right, and those are the 10 cards making me the most money so far in 2025. And let's get into the summary of all 10 cards, how they all add up, and see how much value I'm getting with these cards currently in my arsenal for 2025. So to summarize, I'll be getting $1,028.21 from the American Express Gold card, $281.41 from the Amazon Prime Visa card, $1,303.97 from the US Bank Altitude Reserve, $400 from those credits on my American Express Business Platinum card before I close it, $1,063.75 from my Blue Business Plus, $1,158.75 from my Wells Fargo Signify, $169.25 from my Amazon Prime card, $532.68 from the US Bank Triple Cash, $236 from the Chase Ink Cash, and $420 from the Chase Ink Unlimited, bringing my total to $6,592.37 worth of cash back in points for 2025. Overall, it's a pretty good haul considering I haven't actually applied for any new cards this year. This is just a little bit of a holdover from November and December from cards that I had applied for. I don't know if I'm going to apply for more cards this year or not. I'm hoping that interest rates continue to drop for the sake of my mortgage. And if that's the case, I'm going to try to keep my credit score and inquiries on the lower side of things because I want to leverage getting the best refinance rate possible. But if it doesn't seem that way, or if I just have no self-discipline, I'll be applying for some more and hopefully making more than this $6,592. And that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any of these credit cards, or if you just want to tell me about your strategy for 2025. And as always, if you want to be reminded of how beautiful you are on each and every upload, hit that subscribe button. Click on this video over here for another fat stack of cash. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. You want to make some cash money, cash money. I'm out there making fat stacks, fat stacks.